those lights again. Stationary in the sky, twinkling. There's a third one that just popped up. See it? That one's gone. Now it's just those two. Kind of heart-shaped, looks like to me. Just twinkling. Kind of getting bigger now. See? Same lights I saw before. Pull in real close, open up the lens, and you can get a better look at it. It's something. No, you're not experiencing deja vu. I'm having spaghetti again. Yep. Let me tell you a little something about me and spaghetti. There's two foods that I still crave. Spaghetti and chitlins. Well, chitlins, no go. Ever again. Too bad. Now spaghetti, I can still make. And the ingredients that I use now are even better than the way I used to cook them. So I don't eat food after 6 o'clock, at the latest 7. So I go to bed hungry a lot of times and wake up hungry. And when I'm hungry, the two foods I crave the most is chitlins and spaghetti. So if I go to bed hungry and if I wake up hungry, the first thing I want is a big bowl of chitlins or a big plate of spaghetti. So what do? I cook me some spaghetti when I'm really hungry. And this morning I was really hungry. So I cooked me some spaghetti. And it hit the spot right on time. So I'm not craving right now. Food that is not highly processed and food products with short and simple organic ingredients list. That's the definition for clean food from Google. Many people believe the U.S. uses too many unhealthy and energy unfriendly additives to our food products, keeping us craving and in a low frequency. Would you support a non-aggressive intervention on food companies to clean up our food supply or be taxed, making clean food and organic whole foods more affordable.
What's your channel?
It's right on Kylo Mims on YouTube.
You already going already?
Yeah, I'm already going, man. Yeah. So what do you said yes?
Yeah.
So you think there's a problem with our food, just like everybody else thinks,
yeah,
huh?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So you would support that?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good, man. Anything you want to add about it?
Nah, but I just agree with that. The processed food, man, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah, I quit eating processed foods and meats.
It's killing people.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
I don't even think they realize it yet.
Nah, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm passionate about because I love to eat.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Everybody like food.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad you stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. And speaking from firsthand experience, I was living on a diet of these little TV dinners, like healthy ones that I was getting at Kroger. They're called Amy's Bowls.
Yeah.
Sorry to use their name, but that's what I was eating. So I go to the grocery store and get those, and I looked at the calorie count on the back, and I'm like, okay, well, these are only like 400 calories each. And I'm telling you that over the summer, I weighed 189 pounds.
Is that
from eating like, and I wasn't overeating them. Like I was eating one for lunch, one for dinner, and then I'd have a salad or whatever. But my girlfriend turned me on to the keto diet just recently. So back in October, and I'm telling you, like, all I was eating was like eggs, beef, like just chicken, protein, animal-based products, cheese, avocados. And I went from 189 pounds to 171 pounds in literally less than 3 weeks.
Really?
I was inflamed. I was puffy. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I was working out every day then as well. I'm like, why am I not seeing I feel
results.
strong. I'm seeing the strength when I'm in there, but I'm not seeing the lines.
And then you started connecting the dots.
And then I'm just like, it's all processed food. That's stuff that has no nutritional value. That just breaks down into sugar, gets stored around your waist.
Yep.
And it affects your energy level. It affects your insulin spikes. It affects all that type of stuff. So. Right now on my refrigerator, I've got eggs, I've got cheese, I got avocado, I got bacon, I got sausage, I got ground beef, I got chicken. Like, tried to keep it whole, like simple, one ingredient foods. Today I did for lunch. I chopped up a couple of breakfast sausages, peppers, onions, sauteed those, and then cracked 4 eggs over the top of it, put a lid over it. It was like a frittata of sorts, just hit it with a little bit of hot sauce, and that's what I'm running on now.
So how long have you been doing this?
Since
how long has it been since you gave up Amy's?
I think it was back in October, and I thought I was doing myself a favor. I'm like, I'm eating these like really nice like vegetarian bowls or whatever, but
it's all processed.
Like, all the starch that was in there was processed and it was frozen. They were quick and easy, and I lived alone at the time. My girlfriend lives with me now, but she was the one that kind of turned me on to like kind of a whole food diet. So
you noticed the difference?
Like right away, like within 3 weeks of changing my diet, it was just like my face slimmed down, my clothes started feeling baggier.
And you start feeling better?
Started feeling better, started popping up a little bit earlier, started sleeping a little bit better, face less puffy, eyes less puffy, clearer, like clear
clarity
thoughts.
things. Your mental clarity.
Exactly right. So I think the only tough part is the alcohol. I think this is like the last thing that I'm gonna have to cut out, and then I could say that I'm 100% like in ketosis probably. And not that I drink every day, but I can definitely tell.
Well, don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and just remember that you're setting it for yourself, and you have what is it called? You're being mindful.
Yep. So moderation, I guess, as far as alcohol is concerned, but as far as like eating, I'm gonna say I'm 80-90% on, and then that other 10% of the week, if I end up having like a bite of chocolate or whatever, if I have sugar of some sort, like I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, I do the same thing too. I think we all do that.
But I think the good rule is like 80% of your intake is being like protein based, and then the rest of it is kind of irrelevant if you're doing well for 80%.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Indeed. All right, man. I appreciate that. That was a nice answer.
Yes.
You said that with enthusiasm.
To answer your question, I would.
And you feel that, and you feel that way. I love it. I love it. You feel that way because
I do think that food that is sold in supermarkets is engineered to be addictive, and they pay chemical and food scientists millions of dollars every year to study how they can make it as addictive as possible.
Right.
I read somewhere that food right now these days is this is an aspect that not a lot of people talk about, is crunchy on purpose, but it is a crunch that subsides after the first few bites, because the act of masticating and chewing on the food makes our brain think that we're full. So like when you're eating steak or you're eating vegetables or you're eating like healthy food, like that chewing action on your jaw makes your brain think that, okay, I'm satisfied. But when you eat an Oreo cracker or like a bag of chips, it like dissolves in your mouth right after you have that satisfying crunch instantly, and you're craving more and more.
That's true.
And it's engineered. It's engineered that way, and it's like built for us to fail.
Wow. And you know something? You're right, but I never thought it would be engineered for that. I just thought that's just how it was.
No, 1000%.
Wow.
They like obviously have all the chemicals, and they do studies to see like what will people buy, what will people spend the most money on.
Yeah.
Where they place the products on the shelves is well thought out, and companies spend money to be at eye level. Companies that market towards children spend money to be at children's eye levels, lower on the shelves in the supermarket, because that's who they know is going to tug on their parents' sleeve and say, "Mommy, mommy, I want the gummy bears." It's evil.
It is, and I didn't really know how deep that rabbit hole went till you start talking. I mean, I knew that they were processing food and it was bad stuff to keep us craving, but all that you said is so interesting, man.
All the way down. I appreciate you doing this, kind of making content, following your passion. If this is what you do, I hope to see you on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess,
You would support that.
You know Dr. Sebi?
Say again?
You know Dr. Sebi?
No.
You know Dr. You need to Google Dr. Sebi. He taught about all that stuff, man. Yeah, about the minerals and stuff, cancer and all that.
Yeah, well, that's. I'm very passionate about food, and I was, you know, I haven't really did
you look good. I mean, you're pretty good. You're not overweight.
Well, that's another YouTube story, another YouTube channel. But yeah, so you would support that? Okay. Do you want to elaborate anything on it, or you just say yes, you'll support it?
I mean, we're like the only country that got like obesity. America. I've been in Australia. They don't have it. Japan don't have it. Only America has that problem.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that sluggish feeling that we get when we eat sometimes.
Sugar and stuff. Yeah, you get bad food.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's good. I appreciate that answer, man.
We need to be aggressive, because they're not going to change without aggression. It's time to stop being like just passive with stuff. Like, we do need change. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm glad you pointed out the aggressiveness, because I put that in there thinking it sounds more friendly. But the truth is, we do need to be aggressive about this. Yeah.
I do agree.
Thank you. You want to add anything?
I will also have to add, just the public health system when it comes to, how do I word this? It's just, I kind of feel like it's always best to go natural.
Okay.
Like, try to grow our foods, from, the ground, from nature. Because I noticed, like, being from the country, you don't really get too sick because your food is grown,
So if you can, try to grow your own food, and therefore you don't have to even worry about putting pressure on the companies. Just do your own thing.
Yeah, instead of going to like McDonald's or Burger King, anything like that. So.
Yeah. Okay, well that's good. That's good. And I'm glad you brought that to my attention, what you said, because that woke me up. It did. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I don't know.
You don't really have an answer for that? Think about it now. We got some dirty food in the United States. Would you support a tax of getting the companies to clean it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of agree with the food thing. Most people do. Yeah. And, all right, man. That's cool. Anything you want to add to that?
So you mean like people just go in and clean up all the nasty?
Well, I mean, like what I mean is the food products the ingredients in our food today have a lot of unhealthy and additives in it that just keep us craving and in a low frequency and feeling sluggish. And they have companies some people say aggressively, get rid of all of that excess that's in our products so we can eat more healthier now in the United States. Yeah. Would you and either do that or be taxed, making it so that the clean food, the good food, is more affordable instead of the other way around. So,
So you mean like the clean food is harder to afford?
It is. The clean food is harder to afford. It really is. Because I eat clean food and it's expensive.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do agree.
So you would like that?
Yep.
There you go. Well, I appreciate you, man. First of all, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. That's a lot. I'm trying to get something to eat right now. So I'm
Okay. All right. No problem, man.
All right, my bad. Bro.
I mean, I agree, but it's the how part of
How? Well, I mean, what if there was things in place to actually make this happen, the tax, and to do it? Is that what you mean by how?
yeah, but it's like a utopia thing, maybe. I agree. I will want things to be healthier overall.
But to actually put that in play is a different story, huh? Yeah. I see where you're coming from. I wouldn't know what to do with that. So you got a good point there. I wouldn't know how, and I never thought about that. Yeah. So if there was a way that, I don't like to say government, but someone in the position of power to actually put the little pressure on the food companies to clean up our food, you would agree with that, even if it meant a little tax on the food that's not clean.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. Just don't know how.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anything else you want to add?
Not really. Just to encourage people to have a healthier way of life.
There you go.
It's not for government or for companies to do that. It should come from us.
Yeah, somebody else said the same thing. We should be more interactive on our own to eat good.
Yeah, just have a walk.
There you go.
Just bit by bit, be healthier.
Yeah. All right. Well, great. All right, man. I appreciate that. That was a great answer.
Or your tax.
No, either they clean up our food or either they're going to be taxed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because right now, the good food is more expensive than the bad food. So, I'm thinking maybe we can change that around if, people would be agreeable to that.
Yeah, I would support it. We have a very small daughter, and I worry about everything that she eats.
Mm-hmm.
So I would support companies being taxed if they did not clean up their food.
Yeah, I think that's the trend that we're going.
Yeah,
I think so
especially
too.
if you have kids and everybody's being more health conscious, I think that's the right way to go.
Great answer. Thank you, guys. Anything you want to add?
You got anything to add?
Oh no, I agree.
Okay, all right.
Smart man, he agrees with everything.
Okay, thank you.
And his taxing is going on. I feel like right now is the perfect time to tax corporations to get them to make changes, because everyone's realizing that you can't get away with just doing whatever you want.
Right.
And I think with the America Healthy Again movement, people are starting to become more conscious about what they're putting into their foods, what they're putting in their bodies.
Have you heard anything about him doing this? Because I don't know. I just know it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I've just kind of heard the headlines, that he's trying to crack down on what's the food suppliers are putting into the food.
Okay.
And I know about fluoride, and that's controversial, right?
Right.
Might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. What do you guys say?
I definitely think substances such as Red 40, all these extra additives, there's a lot of ingredients banned in Europe, the ingredients that are legal here. Definitely the food industry definitely needs to look at ingredients and preservatives and colorings. Are they actually healthy? Is it associated, linked to cancers? What is the research being done on these ingredients? So definitely food is medicine, right?
Yes.
Food
It's
is
supposed to
prevention.
be, at least.
So definitely we have to, in order to live a healthy life, we have to make sure that we're getting the most nourishment in our food.
I agree.
Definitely it's important to get rid of the processed foods and go back to more whole foods and get to the source of your food. So that's something that I think we're collectively shifting towards, because more people are realizing, I don't want this junk food, this packaged, even in the plastic packaging, all of this toxins for the plastics and everything too, right?
Nobody thinks about that.
Yeah, so it's it's not just the ingredients now, it's okay, now you're heating it up. Oh my god!
My.
Are you okay?
Oh gosh, that was terrible. Sorry about that. Both of the parties involved in that accident, they were okay. The little boy was a little shook up, but nobody got hurt really bad. This Q&A I found to be, people were very passionate about their food, which I understand. And a lot of the people off camera and a few of the ones on camera said that there needs to be an aggressive action taken. And I realized I was using the wrong word by trying to make it sound friendly, because I wasn't sure of the pulse of the people and how they would take it with them using the word aggressive. So I put in non-aggressive, but everyone that I spoke with said it should be an aggressive action to take on cleaning up the food supply. So